incredibly clear that artists at the end of the garden was what he wanted for his family as they were growing up. This was what he, and he's always been so clear about setting the atmosphere of the place, the warmth of the place, by making sure he knows all of us, by genuine interest in what we do.
I think you're probably going to ask me things like why I've got into this, why I do it, why I keep doing it, how did I get into it in the first place. I'll try and come up with a few answers if I can. That might be interesting.
I think it sounds like you don't need me. I'll just leave you alone for an hour. What is the Clockwork Studios? What is the point of the Clockwork Studios?
I think that sometimes I think it's just where a place where like-minded people can go and play. That I come here and I play. Okay, I may maintain it, but you've seen my little attempts at mosaic and this sort of thing. I've certainly very much enjoyed and been inspired by the people that I've met here. Yeah.
Do you think people play enough in general?
No, I think they probably don't actually, no.
I can almost feel Dickensian when I start making something after I've been flashing about on Facebook with something. You just have to really, really gear down. It's like a caterpillar tractor creeping along the forest floor. Just takes such a long time. You've got to push everything away, get a good story tape on or anything to just shut out the panic of the outside world.
I've been telling a lot of people about a book I read last year called The Craftsman by Richard Sennett. He's talking a lot about making as a process, how that makers are problem solvers, but they're also problem discoverers. He talked about Stradivarius and the fact that his studio, although they carried on making great violins, the best were made during his lifetime. It was actually about a person. It wasn't something they could bottle and keep.
I love the words that come out that one hasn't heard for ages. For instance, someone comes out very occasionally with an expression, "My Jiminy Cricket." Well, I'd never heard that for ages when I heard it a while ago. My Jiminy Cricket. I don't know where it comes from. I really don't.
Not. Of course, I didn't switch it on. Thank you, Dad. Where is it? Show me.
I've got to show you where the switch is. You just tickle that little thing at the back there.
Oh, okay. So
It's a very light touch.
Thank you. Excellent.
This is Sarah, Sarah Weatherall, the painter, Philippa Elan Gentle here, who does her jewellery making, and she also teaches as well. And there's Margaret Proudfoot. I have some of her sculptures at home. I like them very much indeed. Very special, and she's a most remarkable artist. And I think you know that her work was exhibited and sold at the Royal Academy this summer.
These are ties. Yeah, that looks like a really wide tie, but actually those bits get folded under. That shows you what different colours bleach out to.
Everybody and everyone just talks about Noel all the time.
Well, I think he's probably, you know, he is the linchpin. He's a bit of a one-off, isn't he? I think in his sort of fondness, hopefully, for us lot, but also, you know, his little mosaics here and there and his DIY handy skill.
I've got 2 weeks. I'm really busy.
I could meet you at Loughborough Junction at about 6 and get out then.
Yeah, then we could just go up.
From Farringdon.
Oh, that'd be fun. Whatever colours are. Let me have a look. No, I do like that.
I was doing up buildings, doing up houses, splitting them into flats sometimes, restoring them, and I think I had seen a place in Rotherhithe that had been one of the earlier craft and small business setups, and I think I'd been rather inspired by that actually. When I came across this, I thought it could, I could introduce those ideas here, and it would work, and it would be a nice place to have as a community of artists. I had also developed an idea that I rather liked the art craft base of work. I think it was the small man that I favoured, and I was one myself, and it all sort of fitted together really. I didn't quite know how it would work out, but very quickly after we'd bought it, people started turning up saying, "Is there space here?" Well, of course there was space, and so we were working on the house and on the factory. A couple of Dan's pots, but I don't think anybody really notices them now.
This was one big open area, so I was just breathing naturally in the space because I thought it was fantastic. I think we just wanted to fill it. Me and Colin, when we moved in, we just wanted to fill the space up. I had a full-time job originally when I first started here, but I gave that up. Just got stuck in, didn't hold back. Whether work was any good, I'm not really sure about that. But it was just to say, it didn't really matter that in those days. The expectations you have when you're younger, are not part of my thinking now. I'm just more than happy to have working the way I work, and but so the Clockwork Fingers allows that slight comfort zone of it not being too demanding.
All I could do is just run a nice place and try and promote it in a quiet sort of way. And as Bridget said to me once, it's no good pretending to be people we aren't. I thought, well, just got to be yourselves and crack on with the way you think you do it best, really.
I just want to show you this. Started off with these eggs. In fact, I'll show you both of them. Oh, here they are. So I started in here, just mucking around with making a clump of bird's egg. And that straw reminds me of the mud when it comes out the blackbird's beak, You kind of One minute you're in outer space, the next minute you've gone inside the ear and you're inside a blood cell, and it sort of looks the same as outer space. That's my synopsis.
I think you are your own person, aren't you? Right, when you whatever you do. But I think the setup as a Clockwork has really suited the type of person I am. That I've been able to do my thing, without unnecessary grief. So to produce the work I've been able to produce over the years has been the response which I've taken from being in Clockwork, really, and the space I've got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can't. We don't tell Noel ever, but we always sort of say when we talk about Noel what a brilliant landlord he is. Created a situation where you feel comfortable with what you're giving him and what you're getting out of it.
What have I learned? There are a lot of different ways to live, and I can see that here, and that's given me a lot of satisfaction, I must say. Looking into their lives, sharing their life, a bit of their lives with them. If they can do what they like and get by doing so, that's wonderful. And they're happy, that's the main thing. I think just chasing a career for its own sake is, don't know, I think there are other ways of living, really. They're more satisfying.